Hey, how's it going? Sword TV Gamer, talking to you once again. Life update stuff. You guys seem to enjoy my videos when I'm just talking to you. I'm a little antsy today. Um, that's my cat in the background. So, suicide has been going on in my life. Um, Lost two people. Freddy! Stop! Lost two people and it sucked. So symptoms of that, side effects, I'm still dealing with. I'm so anxious. One of my friends, like a brother to me, I don't know where he is right now. He was having a bad time, but um, I guess I'm not gonna mention who it is, so I can just say what kind of happened. But they relapsed, and I don't know where they are. Um, Last time they hit me up was on the 15th of February, and they said they're taking a long walk on the beach, and they've talked about how they want to kill themselves sometimes on the beach, and I don't know what beach, things like that, and I reached out to people, and I'm sure he's just getting help because he always does that, and he has no access to his phone, but my brain is going straight to he's dead. And then uh, my dog has like this like round thing going on in his eye, and he has a heart murmur and stuff like that. So if they could remove it by putting him under, he can. Things like that. Things have just been really stressful. His brother, my dog's brother, just got put down because even though they removed the eye that was cancerous, they found out that the cancer got to his brother's brain anyway. A lot of grim shit. I'm listening to Korn. I'm listening to um, Ross Robinson talking on the Garza podcast, listening to like Keen 810, even did vocals to Keen 810, Fat Around the Heart. I've been writing music and stuff until all of this suicide stuff with my family member, cousin, I'll just say that, we don't need to know who, but then I just stopped, and I've had bouts of like freakouts, like anxiety, like my girlfriend had 104 fever with the flu, and I panic bought medication that her dad already was getting, and she's like, he's gonna get it, and I just felt like he wasn't able to find the right one. Like, I was like so OCD. I was like, it needs to be this one, and he found it. And then then she had like double, and she hates the medicine in the first place, right? So, it's like, I'm struggling, like, all the fucking time, man. I'm having a hard time talking to my friends and being consistent and on time with, like, when we were supposed to play a game. Like, Zero, I can't tell you how many times, was like, hey, bro, let's play a game. But then my sleep gets all fucked up, and then I'm busy, and then I want to play a game, but I feel like shit, and I'm anxious. My tension headaches are insane. I mean, I'm just kind of vomiting here, but that's the shit that I'm dealing with. Fortunately, like, I'm not isolating completely, but a lot of the times that makes it really difficult for me to be consistent talking to my friends, playing games, is like, I gotta recharge, I gotta rest. It doesn't matter if I take Advil or Tylenol, and that's all I'm gonna take, for my headache or something. Like, I still feel emotionally drained. I have nightmares, I cry in my sleep. My girlfriend heard me cry a little bit, which is nothing new. So these are the things that I've been dealing with. I wouldn't say like I'm depressed. I would say I'm very anxious, on edge, and I'm waiting for the next thing to happen. the suicides, and I mean, they were so close together, and that hit really hard. One of them is a brother to me, and the other one is a cousin. And seeing the weight of my family and stuff has been killing me at the same time. Especially since it's like people that like are very strong role models, stuff like that. And then the things that I've been doing to help me, watching Dragon Ball Z, um, the movies in particular. I watched Bardock, Son of Goku. I watched Fusion Reborn. I watched Dead Zone. And then I just started watching the Dragon Ball Z Frieza saga because actually that's the saga I've watched the least. It's always been the Saiyan saga, um, and the Buu saga. For whatever reason, I I've watched the Frieza saga, but there are a lot of moments in that saga, like the Cell saga. Actually, the Cell saga is the one I've watched the least. Um, but I know it better because that's when I started getting really into the show. Um, but like, I don't know, it helps with my anxiety and depression because you got like characters like Piccolo that's telling Gohan how it is, like a strong voice in Gohan's life when Gohan's scared of shit. Then you have Goku, who is just doing everything he can to be there for everybody, but with a smile on his face. And then you have like Vegeta, who is like so focused on working out and improving himself in an egotistical way, sure, but like always busy, always doing his thing, and it makes you less. It makes me less self-conscious when I need time to myself. Same with Piccolo back in the day. Um, and you can go on and on at this point, but you know, that has helped me a lot. A lot. Something about Goku powering up in Fusion Reborn and screaming and becoming Super Saiyan 3 and having the world warp around him really helped me be very brave and positive about things. I did have like this mind, I guess not mind, like a thought, where I'm at that point in life where I have to be able to, when things have been so grim, like I can't have my head down so much. I have to keep it up. And in the moment of like everything around me being difficult, I mean, I can't even afford living where I am. And that's hard because like I grew up in this house since I was 6. I'm 32 now. And if I don't get the money by a certain date, and it was so close, the mortgage was so close. Shit just hits the fan, family stuff. But if I don't keep my head up and stuff like that, especially with my dog, things like that, things are gonna hit me even harder. It's like, okay, like, I remember this monk guy, I keep forgetting his name, but he's like, the first arrow always hits. The philosophy there, the metaphor is like, when something, like, comes in your life and hits you, it's always gonna hit you. But, like, let's say someone did something to you, for example. You can react and cry and get hit by the second and any arrow that follows, but you can also take that time to be like, oh, okay, and engage in whatever situation you're in to prevent yourself from any further trauma or problem, small or big. So, you know, I'm having all this like stuff playing in my mind. I've been playing Armored Core 6, I've been playing Black Ops 6. Um, that was gifted to me by a friend, and um, that really made me feel special. And he gifted me Warcraft Remastered as well, the Battle Box thing. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't even know why I'm talking in the tone that I'm talking. I'm surprised I haven't slurred my words or anything like that either. I'm playing with my brothers that passed away from suicide. I'm playing with his little AirPod things. That right there is the computer. That was his. Um, that his, my other brother gave me for me to take care of and hold on to, give it a home. I don't know. And then with my cousin, like, seeing the funeral come and go, and then, playing Helldivers too, and that going on, and it was weird, and even Zero's been really sweet to me, like, I mean, he's sweet, but he's been really, really kind. Chloe has been really kind. My mom has been really kind. Like, everybody's been really nice and sweet, and I'm really thankful for that. Sometimes it's a little weird because it makes you feel like they're worrying about you, or it makes me feel like man, I'm not okay. My buddy Zeke has been very supportive too. He's been messaging me and stuff, and I take forever to respond sometimes, and like, I have been wanting to play a game with him. There was the Night Rain Elden Ring thing that we were supposed to play together, and I just didn't show up. And then Monster Hunter Wild didn't show up, And I know he understands and everything, but at the same time, it's like, fuck, It's something my buddy Scott said, which he's reached out a lot. He even called me about food stamps and stuff, which I do have, thank goodness, but he even told me at one point, I don't know if he remembers this, but he's like, if something happened to you, traumatizing, and you've done everything you can about that, but you still think about it, and it's been way too long, you're in that PTSD territory at that point, replace that, bury that. He said you can't replace it, but the obsession of what happened and stuff, bury it with powerful, good memories in your life. So I have been doing that, and that's why I'm talking about Zeke. It's like, I could have done that. I could have made a powerful memory. I did stay productive though. I made a new intro to Dark Souls Remastered New Game Plus Brothers Plays, and I grabbed all my old footage that I haven't edited, and I edited them, and I uploaded them. I did like a short of me in the Tomb of the Giants. There was like a comment that was like, "You really think you're funny, huh?" And that was like, I don't know why, but like, I ended up hiding the user from my account. And that's not like me, like letting things make me bleed, in a sense. Like, Asmongold talked about that. He's like, don't let them know you bleed, because then they're gonna keep trying to make you bleed. So I'm like vulnerable right now. Like you guys, like Nick and Developer and Chloe and Zero, like, you guys have been really supportive. Zeke, you guys, I'm glad you're here. So I don't know. I did wake up and I did do something different today. I woke up before I had coffee or anything. I put my shoes on and I drank some water and I went on a jog. I was half asleep, but and I did that to let oxygen hit my body, all my muscles, my brain, and stuff like that. Because that monk guy I was talking about earlier uh, was saying, like, wake up and get a lot of oxygen and eat a healthy breakfast and have energy for the day. And thankfully I did, because I got home and I had rice with kidney beans in it, with, well, brown rice with kidney beans and lemon pepper tuna, and I had a cup of mixed berries, blackberry, raspberry, and blueberry, and then started drinking my coffee, and then I called Chloe, and she just had a hard day, and thankfully I did what I did, because usually every morning, dude, I'm like fucked up, like anxious and stuff. Even though, like, I'm semi healthy at this point, healthy actually, minus smoking cigarettes, um, which I have tried quitting, but with everything going on, can't, and I don't want to anymore. For a while, don't think I'm giving up, but um, it's just been tough, and today I did do something different. And then I meditated too. There's a meditation of Dark Souls meditation. That I've used that a lot. So, like, I'm doing things, and this is like part of the process. You know, if you're going through shit in life, like, there are things you have to fucking do. And it sucks. I don't. I know it's like difficult, but like most people will tell you, you have to, right? It's okay to get frustrated, but you gotta re-engage. Get up and just, like Goku, like, especially in Dragon Ball Z, when in Dragon Ball Z in particular, the stakes are high, people die, the bad guys are winning, and the people that you're close to, they're gone. I remember this one scene in the Buu saga. Goku literally just got in front of Kid Buu and was just like, please, Buu, don't do this, please. Like, he resort to that. Please. Like, I'm not even having fun fighting right now. You know? Like, in those moments in the show, it, like, validates me, because I'm like, even them, these fictional characters, are in that situation. I like how there's a lot of moments where it's more of brains than muscles that win the fight. Um, Hell, there's times where words are the reason why something happens. Like when Android, what was it, 16? Or Android 19? Was like, no, 18? I don't even know. Gohan. There are those who words alone will not reach. Something like that. Let it go. Um, let it go. Believe in yourself. Um, like all these quotes, like Goku said, you're holding back, you're worried about Earth. Things like that. I have one arm. Gohan said, you know, I must sound crazy. Do I sound crazy? Anyway, it's been difficult. So, I don't know. Some of you might come back to this video to listen to the fall asleep. That's totally cool. I would like to help you guys fall asleep. There are some games that you guys really enjoy. If you ever want me to just talk about a particular game, if I played it, if I have memories of it, I can do that. Make some sleep aid or something. I don't know. I would like to keep going with the channel, do another live stream at some point. So this past weekend, right, your boy just did not do great. There was a lot of moments. I was with Chloe the entire time, but there were a lot of moments I just broke down. It was the first time seeing her since my cousin committed suicide, and the first night I didn't sleep well at all. And then I ended up getting through the day the next day somehow with like 3 to 4 hours of sleep. I just woke up and just could not go back to sleep. And then we celebrated her birthday as well, which was so nice. Saying her happy birthday, Mom and I, and gave her a necklace. It was a compass that said I'd be lost without you. And a lot of soul sucking, making out, and stuff, and all that. We watched WALL-E. I never saw WALL-E, and I saw that shit, and it was making me emotional. It was really good. The way that WALL-E was like, I want to hold a hand. Have you ever done that? Like, where you've been kind of on your own too long and you try to remind yourself what it feels like to hold a hand. I did that a lot before Chloe. There were a lot of moments where, like, it was almost like I mentally gave myself a hug by imagining what it would be like to be held. Things like that, because, like I said, in so many moments, but it's in my video, there's so many moments I've said this, but, like, there's so many people that only saw certain things. But, like, I said in the live stream 2 weeks ago at this point, maybe. That's another thing, guys. I'm losing track of time. But, you know, I almost didn't make it. So, like with my body and stuff, malpractice stuff. And, like, I've been trying to get therapy and all that. I'm trying to find somebody that isn't gonna just straight to, like, okay, here's some symptoms that he's dealing with. Let me just not have anyone talk to him. Let me just give him pills. And that's how I got in this situation before. Misdiagnosed stuff. It's part of it. Didn't help that I didn't understand that, like, not everybody was going to do the right thing for me when it came to getting help. But all my previous experiences before the place I used to go to just lost funding was phenomenal, and, like, I didn't really have to worry about anything. That was a harsh lesson. I don't know why, but my dry eyes have been worse too. My vision in my right eye is terrible. My glasses, I'm venting to you guys, I apologize. But my glasses are too strong now because my eyes have been healing from the malpractice I went through. It was to a point where, like, I saw black veins in my vision because of whatever the fuck they did. I'm not a doctor. A neurologist kind of explained it, but it was just like, I mean, I was hallucinating at that point. Anyway, got the glasses, $700, and the doctor was like, you're probably gonna heal and get through what you're getting through, and then you're gonna need a new prescription. So, um, that's just been fucking with me. It's like I wanna see, man. Playing Black Ops 6 with like an eye that's, I mean, they're both fucked up from drilling on myself. That's another thing I'm dealing with anxiety. Drilling. Um, both of my eyes are fucked up from dry eyes, which I've never had until what happened. The adrenaline and cortisol in my body was insane in 2023. I don't know, I'm just spitting random shit. I think you understand that I'm having a hard time. What else? I don't know. I love my dog. He's sleeping right now. Sorry, I'm shaking. Um, he's 13 years old. And if something happens to him, keep an eye on me, man. Please. Like, Jesus Christ. Even with Chloe and stuff, I'm very, very stressed out how hard that's gonna hit, because he was like always there, especially in 2023. With the list that my psychiatrist gave me for therapy, I've called a few. Um, Most of them never even got back to me, and then the other ones, one called me back. The person just specialized in PTSD and all this stuff, and did meditations and just everything I needed. And this is the person that they gave me with my insurance, my psychiatrist place. Eventually they called me back, and I'm like, oh thank God. Right? This was when I found out about my brother. I didn't even, my cousin was fine, and I was just withdrawing from this steroid that I was on because I got so sick with an ear infection. I needed to be put on it, and I accidentally, because of my anxiety and the things I went through in 2023, I read the instructions incorrectly. It said take the pill once a day, and then the other pill they gave me said twice a day, 2 times a day or something, and I mixed that in my head, and I ended up taking prednisone twice a day. I saw shit, I saw stars, and I was like, what's wrong with me, all this shit. A few days after I found out about my brother. So, like, when I felt my brother and his suicide, that when that shit hit, and I was hanging out with my other brother who was related to my little bro, it's confusing. 2 of my closest childhood friends are brothers to me, and his little brother passed away from suicide in October, and I didn't even find out until November. And then I get sick, I take the medication, I fuck myself up on accident because that's going on, and my head is all fucked up from anxiety I never had in the first place until I went through what I went through, and then I fucked up on that, and that was when I started getting really bad headaches. Really bad headaches. After that, my liver was all fucked up. They had to give me like special headache medicine, and that was all around Thanksgiving. And then, would you know it, in December, I ended up getting a strep throat, and my throat was closing in, and then I had to go to the goddamn ER on Christmas. Well, the 26th. So I left around midnight on the 25th well, at that point it's the 26th. I was there for 7 hours, and they didn't really pay attention to me because it's really fucking 19 hours. They didn't really pay attention to me because the first person that tested me in front of the lobby, who brought me into a little room to speed things up, did my strep throat test, and I came out negative. But then 7 hours later, I'm in so much pain, I can't swallow and I can't talk. I'm finally in the fucking ER room. Finally, it took 7 hours, and it wasn't even that crowded. They were like, "You're gonna be in and out here pretty quick," the lady said in front. Well, the person came in that was supposed to just basically tell me, "Hey, you don't have strep throat." And I'm like, "Please look at my throat," because that's what he was thinking. He looked at my throat and he's like, "You came back negative, but I can just look at it and I know that you have strep throat. You have all this white stuff in your throat and it's very, very swollen." And then I remembered, I didn't tell him this, I should have, but the person that did my strep throat, I'm not a doctor, but like I grew up where like they get in there, she only did my gums. So, like, I don't know. And then it was immediately like, boom, 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 and then I was taken care of. But at the time, I was up for almost 28 hours. Like, it was such a pain in the ass. So then they put me on more steroids, is the point. I felt normal for a little while because I really fucked up with the prednisone. And then, no one tapered me off. Nobody, like, literally, when I told them what happened, like, I took 120 milligrams in, like, 24 hours, or 36 hours on an accident. I was supposed to take 40 milligrams once the phone call I made with Chloe where I was like, I can't stop crying, I don't know what's going on. Thankfully, she's the one that helped me. She like was like, how many do you have left of the prednisone? It was the first day and I already took 4 of them. And I was like, I have like 5 left, and it says for 10 days take 1, and then I'm like, fuck. I went through almost half of my supply in 24 hours. And again, with all the trauma, going back to like trying to find a therapist and shit, this person specializes in this PTSD shit, right? I'm trying to get a hand on my life. And this is the list, this is the psychiatrist, give me the list when I said I need one that accepts Medicaid. I need to save time, I said, and I get excited, they call me back and they say, we don't accept your insurance. And then she said, well, you can pay $240 or $60 a session. Bro, I'm lucky to be able to afford Game Pass. But, I mean, I do have, like, assistants and stuff, but it just goes to my electric, my water, and stuff. My internet, and transportation, and then food, and then food stamps as well. And then I have some left over sometimes, but I'm using all my money next month. Like, everything I can use my money on my dog. Like, I say can, as in, like, I can't even, like, if he needs surgery or something, they told me he can't do that, so that's what I mean. shit like that. So much going on. Listening to Korn has helped me a lot. Maybe I need to write another song. There's a song that I did called Red Journal. It's on here, and the reception was. They said it was unnerving, and it was like, well, granted, it was also with an animation back then zero, and I totally understand why people were saying what they were saying, because that was the point of the song, wasn't it? But I was kind of bored, and I wanted to see what my song would look like with that animation, which I still don't know who the creator is, but people loved the animation, and they liked it, but like that's not the part I did. Besides make it into more of a 1990s animation looking thing with a little bit of vintage filters, and I edited some of the color to make it look like it's on a old TV kind of thing. But I just used CapCut for that shit on my iPhone at the time. But I did do that song with a free instrumental by, I forget the name of them. They were really cool. I even talked to them and said thank you. You helped me get some shit out. That song is literally how I was feeling with everything going on in my life. I just found out about my brother. Some of it is just made up shit. Trying to sound crazy, like called by the cult yesterday. You know, things like that. I knew people close to me that were abused in cults. That's one reason why I brought that up. But like, it just violent, and it sounds weird. My voice sounds weird too. I was in the laundry room using my iPhone with lyrics I wrote down over 2 weeks or something. Then I went to Zeke, who does music, and he's like, as long as you get like a rhythm at some point, that would go hard. He was like, you could sound like what was it, like a death rap, you know, like death metal and dark rap, but death rap or something like that. And I think that would be great. I just don't know much about rhythm. I talked to my friend Keon as well, and Zeke even offered, if you send me the lyrics, I can show you what I mean. And I need to do that, but the problem is that my head just tells me I need to get it done, and then I just don't do it. It wouldn't take that long either. But, well, I mean, truth is that when I do something with my brain, like just installing like something on my computer, like RetroArch for games I own, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to put the one of these filters that really look good, like my head just starts hurting. If I'm copying lyrics from a video, that I pause and then play pause, because my lyrics are different than those lyrics. The lyrics on screen is different than the ones I wrote down in my journal. And I don't want to give him the wrong one, because the one that I wrote is actually better. But there's that. So like, and then it's a tension headache. It's just painful. I don't. It's a lot of complaining here, and I understand that. But like, that's what's been going on. So again, I just want to say, you know, if you guys ever want to get my mind off things, or just give me a topic, as long as I get like 2 comments, I'm serious, 2 comments with a topic or a question, whatever it is, regarding how you feel about something, or what you're wondering how I feel, or how did I do this or that, or more information about things that I can share, uh, leave it in the comments below. I would like that. And that will maybe start some kind of like fire where like every week we do this, where I just come to you and talk about stuff that you guys started talking about in the comments below. But in the meantime, thank you for liking the shorts and some of my videos. I know that I'm not consistent and stuff. I never really was, but you know, I got on this topic, I guess, with how like making those videos and stuff. I've been productive and all that, doing my best. Well, before it was difficult because you do it for fun, and sometimes like somebody says something or you get some interaction, but it would be cool if I just could get on the camera and like, you know, see what you guys say. I don't care if it's like almost like a diss or something. It's just some interaction is cool. That's why I'm kind of upset with the whole like the guys saying, "You really think you're funny, huh?" I wish I didn't do that, but anyway. Then there you go, letting them know that you bleed. Well, sometimes you bleed. I've seen Osmond bleed anyway. I love him. I care about him. I miss Tectone and Sticky Legs, by the way. He came out with a video talking about, like his experience with the organization of OTK and stuff. And his perspective and stuff, and I don't know, it just makes me miss him and Sticky Legs even more. I don't know. I like that combination in that podcast. Tectone, Emeru, and Asmongold. I love that shit. Obviously, like, I enjoy Asmongold so much. It reminds me of my friend, you know. But, man, that was so long ago. But, like, I just know him. He looks a little bit like my uncle, too. So, and there were a lot of moments in my life where I would just put him on, and just the way he's kind of blunt and direct and honest helped me be honest and blunt with myself. So, it had me fall asleep a lot too with some of the stuff he would just kind of talk about on his live streams. I would watch I would listen to the VODs, you know. You know what was cool? Speaking of Tectone, it was cool to hear that at one point he played Magic at a club with, I think it was a club, with Pay Money Webby, who Pay Money Webby, fucking, he saved me a lot, man, by just giving me like a Friday stream. I think it was Fridays or something of 90 Day Fiance. My buddy and I, who I don't know where he is right now, you know, the one I was talking about earlier, him and I would sit down and watch 90 Day Fiance, laugh at, oh, Gino, the guy with the hat and stuff like that, and my buddy would be like, God, get out of it, Gino. Like, he's like, you know this is all fake. But also, 20 minutes later, he was like, you know, 90 Day Fiance. He's like, this is all staged. But also, he's like, dude, get out, jeez. And then he would also be like, she hot, though. I never thought so. She's sweet, but it was also like like a codependency thing, I think, or whatever. I feel kind of silly, saying that saved me, but like it saved a lot of people, man. That was right before the withdrawals and the malpractice. I was going through the malpractice technically, but I wasn't showing damage yet, right? In a way, I was feeling hella good, but yeah, and my life was hell. Yeah, I had like abuse going on and stuff like that too. Really bad shit I can't even talk to you about, and like my buddy and I, who was living with me at the time, with my family, like we would just put that on. It was like, I need this. Like, I need this shit. Um, in the meantime, I was playing Elden Ring off and stuff, and that's when I started making episodes too. But 90 Day Fiance, jeez, that's been going on off and on for a while with the Wubby Cubs and stuff. I think I started watching him. I want to say it was like 2018, 2019 maybe. What was the first thing I saw? It was a YouTube video. Like, I was watching him upload. That's what it was. It was around the time where the whole, like, inside joke, that's true, started. Yeah, it was a good time. It was good. I miss those days, dude. I remember too. I like had him on the big TV, and I was playing on my small monitor. I was playing WoW, and Classic wasn't even a thing yet. I was playing World of Warcraft. I would watch that. I would wake up in the mornings, have my coffee, and watch Evangelion because I never finished it until then. That was awesome. And then I would go to my public pool, which was in the neighborhood, before they just lost people's interest, and my neighborhood just stopped going. And then I blame the neighborhood pool house people for not upkeeping how cute and pretty that place was. It was a small pool, but like it went 8.5 feet, I think. And then I have all those memories of all my friends and a lot of like Brad and Ashley in particular and Matt. You know, they're not here anymore, and I met them at that pool, and I would go there to kind of remember those moments, and then it got bought by somebody. My friend Danny. Well, I was friends with his son. Danny came up at the gym, and he was like, "Yeah, man," because he lived in the neighborhood. He was like, "Yeah, dude, you heard that they bought the pool, you know?" I kid you not, like, maybe 2 months later, he ended up passing away in a motorcycle accident. And I did do a video about Ashley. It's on there. I was playing COD, talking about that. It's a scratch my balls. But, yeah. It's just been really... I know life is supposed to have, like, the ups and downs, and I'm kind of used to it, but suicide's different. That's the main thing here, is, like, suicide is just so different. So, I don't know. A few years ago, I think it was like 2 years ago, my buddy Eddie shot himself. Like, and then a few months after that, I talked a friend out of shooting themselves. But I don't know if they continue to live on because they disappeared. Yeah. Everything in my mind is like zigzag connected uh, constellation, but if you just zoom out, keep zooming out, it's just like, I guess, or just trying to stay alive. I mean, I'm not labeling this. That's another thing too. It's like that mostly is helping me with my perspective and stuff. There's a thing that Bulma said about Goku. I think he said it in History of Trunks. I mean, she said it in History of Trunks. She said, Goku? Oh, yeah, Goku? Because I think, Future Trunks was asking who he was. And she said something like, you could always count on him. You just saw him and you knew everything was going to be okay. I want to be that for people in my life. And I hope that you feel that way too. Like, you want to be that. Maybe you're tired of being that, but Goku didn't get tired of that. So, I'm gonna do my best not to get tired of that. Yeah. It's a lot. That's a lot. I need a haircut too. I even gained like 4 pounds, give or take. Hopefully, if I'm running in the morning like I did um, for the first time today, that will change. The problem, my leg hurts. I hate that shit. But it's like, do you want to deal with like tension headaches and anxiety, or do you want to deal with like leg pain and limping? It's like, well, I know leg pain and limping pretty well, so I'll go ahead and do that. I have ankle bracelets and stuff, and it helps. Chloe got me them. She got me like a few pairs, a few different types. I'm thankful for her. She's always bringing me like food as well, and we cook together, and she gets my mind off things. And there's times where like she encourages me to like, hey, you know what? Get it out. You know, just don't lash out. Just cry. You know. So I think in a relationship, it's really important to be able to tell somebody what you're struggling with, and if there's anything they can do, like, hey, I need time to recharge, and kind of de-stimulate. Like, all they have to do is be like Chloe and be like, okay, you know, or hey, I really need you right now. Are you busy? Can we video call? Stuff like that. We motivate each other to work out, eat healthy. There's a constant communication in all areas. I don't know how common that is, but for me, this is one of the few times I really felt this. And with her, it's the clearest communication and understanding that I've ever had in a relationship. It's been nice, but, and I know she's probably watching this at some point, or she's going to watch this, like you are, whoever you are, but I'll keep it a bug. Like, I feel like I'm a fucking mess for her. That I'm not the way that I want to be for her. I feel like she deserves that, but I mean, she definitely deserves that. And she's like, you are amazing. Like, you do so much with what you're dealing with too. There are a lot of things that have happened that has made me more more grounded, but there's also parts of me, and more mature, but there's also parts of me that I feel are like equivalent of like an injury. So how long am I gonna take to heal, and what kind of life am I gonna be after? What kind of life am I gonna have before God damn it. What kind of life am I going to have in the future? Is what I'm trying to say. And am I gonna be a little better, a little worse? So that's basically it. That's all I'm gonna really talk about. Um, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, I would like to hear like a topic or something like that you would like Chloe and I to talk about. She's coming over this weekend, so this is like the one chance that we can try this again before we have to maybe wait a few weeks. But I also, with that said, I have a question. If you're a gamer, what games are you playing? How do you like it? How long have you been playing? Because like, I've been struggling with games too. Struggling to stay focused on one thing at a time. So, you know what's really frustrating about anxiety and trauma is like, I will just keep going back to the game that I know already. Like I've already had moments with. I'll probably even beat it at some point in the past. But like this brand new game, my head is so like, that I'm having a hard time grasping it. Like that, there's that card game called Balatara, or Balataro, or something. Like even fucking, what's his name? From the original id Software, John Romero was like, this game is amazing, I've been playing that, and then all of a sudden I heard Steak and Eggs talk about it too, and I think, other YouTubers, like even Boogie was talking about it, I think, I don't know, but like, I'm trying to play it, and the tutorial, and the font, and my eyes, and my brain, and everything is like, okay, I can't. You know? So here's the games I've been playing, for whatever reason, like Black Ops 6, I wish I could record, but I only have it on Xbox. If I had it on PlayStation 5, I would just do that Call of Duty commentary stuff. That's what I really want to do for the fuck of it. But in the meantime, I play that because Call of Duty is easy for me to use my adrenaline and anxiety to be able to. And this is the hardest one I've played so far. Modern Warfare Rebuke 1, 2, and 3, I did fantastic with. Modern Warfare 3, I was always on the top of my team's Team Deathmatch leaderboard, but I'm very obsessed with, like, God, fucking anxiety. I asked Chloe, like, why am I doing this now? Anyway, I drooled, I don't know if you saw that. Again, and just went, oh my God. I'm so lucky that she's not grossed out by that. God. But I loved Black Ops 1 and 2 and Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 1. I tell you, like, one thing that I just would love, is like an option in the menus or something to just turn everybody's skin into just military guys. Like, I will pay money for that too. Not gonna just give it to me, because I like having the skins. I got the TMNT. Hi buddy, how you doing? The TMNT skin. Raphael is my favorite. It used to be the guy with the Leonardo. God damn it. Can't even say his name because I'm so anxious. Anyway, that Raphael became my favorite. But I love the skins, and I don't like the skins. Like I didn't like the celebrity people and stuff in Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and Black Ops 6 did it, I think, as well. But like, I do like some of them. The R-rated characters and stuff is cool, but like you have to pay $80 for the TMNT stuff unless you just want to get one turtle kind of thing. Anyway, I just would love to have an option where like you can just literally like they can grab everybody's skin and stuff that they paid for, sure. Everybody that wants a skin can play with people that don't with a toggle. Like, I would love that. Send this to Activision. That's just one thing I just really would love. Because, like, Modern Warfare Reboot was fucking so immersive. And I saw, like, the making of Black Ops 6 and the art directors and the artists were like, yeah, and they put so much detail into it. But there's like, then they have a contrast that's so weird. It's like anime people, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but like the art design and everything, the art team and stuff, was focused on the 90s and stuff of like the war. It's so frustrating because like the 90s, a military-esque style. Like, I want that. And, like, the operators, honestly, they're too fake. Even the military, like, guys are too fake. For me. Like, I just want what a soldier in America and other countries would look like. That's all I care about. Right? I don't want to know the character personally, because I just want to be like a nameless soldier. Right? That's why I love the old stuff. I think Modern Warfare Remake kind of started doing that, right? Or no? I know Modern Warfare 2 started, definitely had operators and stuff, because I played as Ghost, which I was okay with, but that's because he was a pre-order bonus or something, because I loved the Modern Warfare 1 reboot a lot, 2019. But I would love that, and I know that would be conflicting with people that bought money. Like, people are probably not gonna buy the skins at that point. But then again, it's like, what are you worried about money for? You use a computer to do the art. Half the time we're complaining about why did you put this skin in there and this skin, and everybody talks about Activision. Like, I love Black Ops 6, by the way, just because it's helping me and it was a gift, and like I really wanted it. I was not gonna be able to afford that, but like it really, really bums me out that they, and everybody says this, enunciate, says this. They say they're like Fortnite, and everybody's trying to be like Fortnite and stuff like that. You know, the most fun I had with a military shooter, as of recently, is literally Battlefield 4 was like $2 or $3 on Steam. On Steam, with everything. Everything you could buy. And I was playing that, the keyboard and mouse, which, by the way, your boy sucks at, and I was having a blast. It was immersive. I felt like I was in a war. I mean, fuck. What happened, man? What the fuck happened to military shooters? And that is the problem. That is the problem. That's why I'm not okay. That's why I went through malpractice, and that's why I've lost people. Is because military shooters are not getting the job done. Fuck, dark humor. Anyway, the thing is like, wouldn't it be great that I'm not thinking about anything, but like I'm a soldier trying to survive, like in a very fun military shooter. Um, the problem why I don't like using mouse and keyboard is just because my whole my whole being is controller. I mean, the right side of my body is this is my left side. I think things are in reverse or something in the camera, but my hand normal. But if you ever saw me doing things, particularly with my fingers and stuff, it's like, it can't. That's not really a good example. Anyway, with a mouse and stuff, my brain, there's dead brain cells in this brain because a doctor decided, hey, I'm gonna forget about this kid coming out of this woman. I'm gonna go for a walk. And then I was crowning at my mom, and then some dude was like walking in. I think I talked about this in the live chat. Walking in, it was like, hey, what the fuck? Like, he was freaking out. He was like, oh my god, like, my mouth was being covered by my mom's vagina because my mom fucking hates me. No. Because the doctor, I don't know. So, cerebral palsy, permanent movement disorder, dead brain cells, my Krav Maga teacher said. Just throwing, just casually just being like, Krav Maga teacher. Yeah, I've done a lot of martial arts and stuff too, but yeah, my belief is like, don't talk too much about it publicly. That way people don't know. But, yeah, so she was like a physical therapist as well, so she was really good with me. My Krav Maga instructor is the right term. Well, if anybody was able to relax somehow with all this stuff, I mean, hell, I'll be honest. When I was going through a lot of panic attacks and anxiety and stuff, withdrawing from shit, I would listen to Asmongold talk about some shit, like, about his anxiety and stuff, and it made me feel better. My only thing is that, some of those videos were clips, so the resolution was he got through it, and he got better, and he took care of himself. And that's what you need to do, too, if you're dealing with that. You need to get through it, you need to take care of yourself, and you need to get better. There are a lot of things you probably don't want to do. How's your diet? How's your sleep? That's a good start if you're doing okay with those, or if that's something that you don't have control over for whatever reason, pick something that will improve something. I don't care if it's showering twice a day instead of once a day. I don't care if it's meditation somehow. I don't care if it's exercising. You got really crippling anxiety, go fucking exercise. Your body doesn't want you to, or your body is having a difficult time, go find a way to get on a bicycle. Go talk to a person at a gym and say, I'm in a situation right now, really need to exercise, I'm not okay. There's some people, like One Life, Ghost Gym, I think would do it too, where you can talk to them. Possibly, right? I don't know. There's maybe that's a stretch at the end there, what I just said, but you get what I'm saying is, you gotta do something. And lean on people that care, your support group. If you got anything on your mind, like, just say you don't want me to share this in the next, Short TV Gamer Saturdays, or Coffee with Kenny and Chloe Sunday, Saturday, whatever the date it is, whatever video it is, if you want to just say something in the comments and get something off your chest, you can, and just be like, I'm just saying this. You don't have to talk about this in the next video or whatever. In fact, if you want it to be a topic in the next video, say, here's a topic, and then just say whatever. I don't know. Look at him. So sweet. He's my baby. Hey, don't flinch. Okay, Boba. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. Yeah. You wanna know how I got through everything for so long? When I was dealing with a lot of stuff on my own? It's this guy. Yeah. His name is Brumble. Brumble. Brumble, Brumble, Brumble. Yeah, that's your name. That's your name. So, yep. Um, so yeah, that's what I would say. If you're dealing with anxiety and stuff like that, just know that you have to get through it, that you have to get better, you have to take care of yourself. It takes time. If you've always had anxiety, you probably have an idea of like what to do. But there are days where like you're worried about a panic attack happening, you're worried about your breathing or something, you OCD about shit, whatever it is. Or you have another thing like you hallucinate, deal with delusions. There's a lot of things people deal with, dude. Um, just there's a lot of things we could still do to kind of maintenance ourselves. And if you're one of those people that can really just chill and you worry about work, but you're pretty good in mind, uh, maybe you got some stuff though in life that's really stressful. Either way, keep being that strong person for us, or someone even worse off than us. I don't know. I just want people to help each other. If you're in a point in your life where you feel like you don't really have anyone to talk to, like stuff like that. That shit sucks, dude. Oh my god. I hope I'm not making constant noise playing with this. Well, one thing I would tell you, what I told myself, what I've came to realize is, okay, so you don't have the person you need, you don't have that support, then become that person. Like if somebody could just love you, or somebody could just say something, or someone could get you through it, or someone could transport you to where you need to go, or someone could just help you financially, just become that person. If you need to be somebody, if you need somebody, then become that somebody. Be willing to do whatever it takes to do that. And you might get lucky and find someone just like that in the process. If you become that person, you're more, you have to have a higher chance then of finding people that you were looking for. You probably already are that person, you just, like inside and stuff. Your actions just say otherwise, but like if you just shifted, like there are people out there, dude, that like literally wake up the next day totally different. Like they just say, fuck it. And they change everything. Their diet, their sleep, their life, their people, they cut people out drastically, immediately. Most of the time that doesn't happen, but just letting you know that does happen. There are people that wake up and they've been smoking forever, and they wake up one day and they just, I'm not gonna do it anymore. It's like they don't even give a fuck. I don't know. It just happens. Know that you can be that too. It's harder when you have people around you that are encouraging you to stay the same. And the more you change into someone else, especially if it's like better than what you were, if you have anybody that is not good for you, it's gonna be you're gonna hear those people be like, you're being this and dramatic and all this shit. You're dramatic, you're not listening, you're doing this, you're being this, label, 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 and then all this shit. You get frustrated and stuff like that. I don't know, people don't like change. Some people don't mean to be that way too. I've been guilty when I was younger doing that. I don't like it, it's hard, you know. Anyway. I don't know. This was the Short TV Gamer podcast. I don't even know what this is. Fall asleep to me talking. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. Or life update. Life update. Sleep aid. Sleep aid. Life update. I don't even know what this video is. Do you have any, like, I'm gonna put whatever title, but if anybody has an idea of what to call this, whatever this is, leave a comment. I might pick it. It might be a thing forever. So, anyway, you guys take care. See ya.